My name is Jennifer Stokes, and today I will take an informed consent form that I found online for True North Christian Counseling, and I'm going to compare and contrast that to two other sources. One, the Kansas State Board of Regulations for Counseling, and the other is the ACA Code of Ethics. Basically, there are two state statutes that cover confidentiality and informed consent for counselors and their clients. And the first statute is 65-5810. It states that the confidential relational communications between LPCs and LCPCs, we do have two tiers here in Kansas, those communications are confidential. In fact, they say they enjoy the same privileges as lawyers with their clients. The other major state statute is 65-5817, and it says that at the beginning of the client and counselor relationship, that the client should receive information about the counselor, including the license, credentials, and degrees. And if the counselor happens to have a doctoral degree, that they should make sure the client understands that this is an academic degree and not a medical degree, that they are not medical doctors. And so the other thing that's interesting about Kansas is that licensed professional counselors or licensed clinical professional counselors may not make an official diagnosis unless they have consulted with a physician first, and the physician must agree. So the counselors are also supposed to disclose that certain mental disorders can have medical or biological origins, and that the clients really should be seeing a physician as well. Comparing Kansas state statutes to True North Christian Counseling's informed consent form, the form meets most of the requirements, with the obvious exception of advising the client that certain disorders are biological and that the clients really should be seeing a physician at the same time. Comparing True North Christian Counseling's informed consent form with the ACA Code of Ethics, the form matches up pretty well. Their strengths are they go in depth into confidentiality and where they may share information. In addition, in the preamble on the form, it indicates that informed consent will continue when the client meets the counselor. And this goes right along with the ACA Code of Ethics, that informed consent is a process. It continues. It's not a paper that the clients sign and then it's finished. It actually extends through the therapeutic relationship. The other thing they do well is that they lay out for the client what then the client's responsibilities are. And these include keeping their appointments, how long the appointments will be, what they'll be charged, how much notice they need to give. The only thing they don't do there, which the ACA Code of Ethics, which is also cited, what they don't do there is they don't lay out what will happen if the client does not pay. I believe that True North Christian Counseling's informed consent form could improve in a couple of ways. First, they don't address what would happen if something should happen to the counselor. So what would happen to their treatment? What would happen to their private information? Also, they do not address the client's rights to their personal information or what their access could be for their information. The other big area is that they don't address technology. And in their defense, the state board does not address technology. However, the ACA Code of Ethics has a whole section on it, and a recent article in Behavioral Science and the Law says that this is actually an area that really needs to improve, that because technology is becoming so prevalent in our profession, that the informed consent and confidentiality regulations should also be improved. That's all I have today. I'm looking forward to your submissions and to find out what you learned and also to get to know you a little bit better. Thanks.